How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing out there, family? What's up, man? What's up? How y'all doing out there, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, man? What's up, man? Everybody, man. Hey, I got a powerful message, man, today. I've been doing a lot of shadow work, y'all, so I know I ain't been making no videos. I've been chilling, working on myself, that's all, man. But every time I, get a message, a download, insight, man, on something powerful, man. I would just chill. I want to just put it out right then. Sometimes I do. I would just put it out just to get it out, so I can remember that. You know what I'm saying? So I can put it out. Go ahead and get it already out there. But lately I just been, observing, man. Like basically observing everything, man. Myself. You know what I'm saying? My shadows a lot, man. A lot of different stuff, man. Listen, man. I've been getting down to the nitty gritty of things, man. And like this is very powerful, y'all. Y'all gotta take this as real knowledge and real insight, real info, real. This is a real powerful message, man. but yeah, y'all. But message of the day, y'all. Like I say, listen. I got some insight on, far as like people who are so-called vaccinated. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put it all out there, man. But the V thing, who got the V thing, whatever, whatever, man. That shot, that jab, you know what I'm saying? People who got that, okay, we not doing it no more, y'all, okay? Because that was bringing fear to people who we are trying to help wake up. See, people who are chosen, which is the few who are chosen, you know what I'm saying? You got, and then they people who are chosen, who walk right now, he understand, who are aware of everything that's around us in the world, what's going on the planet, and a lot of different other shit, who awareness just beyond, they see behind illusions, all the fear illusions, and you know all the bullshit. But listen, whoever unvaccinated, I mean, without the whoever is vaccinated, people who are not awoken, people who are awoken, for the people who are awoken, understand that we are the one that's coming to help free these people's minds, the humanity. We here to help free people from the survival mode they living in, the fear state and guilt, shame, and all of it. You know what I'm saying? Before we woke up, we was stuck in that lower self until we woke up to our higher self, and we woke up to our lower self to get to our higher self to understand the difference of the both worlds, and you know heaven and hell, the different reality shift and just mindset shift, and heaven and hell is not real, just a perception. But listen, they using us as people who are speaking out to people who are like, okay, talking about, oh, okay, about the Jesus thing. We all know about the Jesus thing. Jesus is the devil in the Bible, and you know what I'm saying? We all know. If someone who don't know, do your research because it's the truth. But this is how they're using the truth to manipulate the truth into the lie, to put fear on the people who are not awoken and the people who are vaccinated, got the jab. It's like they are, because we basically like trying to help them wake up, free their mind, like the Matrix, like in the movie Matrix, we trying to help them free their minds, become their higher self, and get out that survival state, that fear state, that guilt and shame state, that, you know what I'm saying, that mode, that lower self. Okay, and we the ones that here to help. You know what I'm saying? Get them out of that state. But what's going on, y'all, is that they making the truth seem like a lie, and the lie seem like the truth. But that's what's been going on. But it gets deeper than what I'm just actually saying. I'm talking about how we can talk about people who got the jab and all, and we like, oh, you got the jab? You got that jab? Oh nah, boy. I don't want to be around you. I don't want to do this. I want to do this, do that. Y'all on something gonna happen in 5 years, and cause y'all got that jab, y'all keep getting that jab. Something gonna happen. Something gonna do. Y'all don't understand. Do y'all know what y'all are doing? That's how powerful we are. We are putting fear onto these people. We are helping them. They already got them in a lower state. You gotta understand that now deeply. We gotta understand that they already in the people who not awoken and the people who got the jab. It's like we helping the other side put them in more fear. Cause now they feeling guilty, they feeling shame and feeling fear, scared that they gonna lose themselves or something gonna happen to them and something gonna do this or they losing their mind because they thinking that, oh, I'm guilty because I got the jab. I'm guilty because I'm shaming myself now because people, only because people saying, oh, you got the jab? Oh, boy, you going to do this. Or something going to happen to you in 5 years when it come time and, oh, you ain't going to be yourself or no more. You ain't going to do this. You ain't going to be that. You ain't going to see, we putting that fear into these people emotion into their emotional, you know what I'm saying, body and into their minds when we saying this stuff to them. All we doing is programming their minds and stuff that what they think about. So now when they get along with themselves, they not because they not awoke, they can't, even though they can do shadow work and get out of that comfort zone of, you know what I'm saying, fearness and survival mode and guilt, shame, all that stuff. They can get out of that. But it's hard for some people, you know what I'm saying, who living in that survival mode. So when you on survival mode, all you need is basically to control people. In order to control people more, they got to already be in survival mode. So think about people who are awoken, who not in that survival mode no more, and the people who are not awoken and who live in the survival mode. And they live in that fear mode, guilt mode, shame, and all that low self. You know what I'm saying? See, we woke now. We was there before, but we not there no more. We not on that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We living in 5D in a 3D world. We're not living in 3D. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But we are living in 3D in a way, but we not. That's not our position. That's not how we woke up because we woke now. So what's going on is, are we doing this? Oh, you got this, you got that. Oh, you were doing this, and so the more people keep telling people that they vaccinated and that they this and that, all we doing, this is how they losing their minds. Because y'all got to think about it. Fear is the virus. Fear is the cause of this disease. So all they need is that fear. And the more you just be more fear, eventually you can get taken over from an entity. You can get taken over from you know what I'm saying? Because now you just so in fear that people keep telling you that they just writing you all your wrongs and all your stuff. Man, y'all keep living y'all life, be happy, be good, be motivated, live in high vibration, high emotion. Don't live in that if you got the jab or not, man. Live happy, live good, man. Jump out of your comfort zone, step out of face your flaws, your flaws, face your negativity, your gospel, your dramas, all your flaws, your dark secrets, your dark flaws. Think about anything that you ever scared of, anything that you ever feared. Getting on a plane, getting on a roller coaster, getting on anything that you were scared of doing, like getting out your comfort zone and swallowing your pride and to being something different and better. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not letting that fear control you that you feel like you can't push, you can't do this, you can't do this. Like it's something holding you back from facing your fears. Face all your fears. That's how you conquer your lower self. And that's how you get out of that fear state, that survival mode, survival state, guilt and shame and all that. See, y'all don't understand the reversal psychology that we kind of doing when we trying to help them wake up. We trying to help them free their minds. We trying to help them do this. But it's like now we trying to wrong them, waking them up at the same time. That's cool. Yeah, that's not, that's helping. We trying to wake them up. But y'all understand deeply that when we doing that, it's kind of putting people at, oh, I'm because they got their own religion, their own beliefs. So understand that it's like when we talking to people, It's like we putting our beliefs on them, so to make them believe in a you know what I'm saying, in a way. So it's like they believe in this, and then it's like they believe in that, and it's like I don't know. It's kind of, but it's like they kind of scared of us in a way because it's like we coming out with new stuff, and it's like that they ain't know that they don't know about, and it's like they so used to the norm, the normal stuff. You know what I'm saying, that they already know, and it's like the stuff that they know. You know, it's programming now. We know this now. All this stuff is based off programmers and illusion and all that other stuff. Okay, don't get me right. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, y'all, it's like it's still a like the vax versus the unvax. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's starting a war between the people who are awakened and people who not awakened. You see the versus the this versus this community, and that versus that, and the good versus evil, vax versus unvax, awoken versus unawoken. It's like basically like it's all a shift of people because we waking them up, trying to wake them up now, and it's like they fearing the knowledge. They fearing the knowledge and the stuff that we doing, the stuff that we saying. So y'all gotta be more mindful and more careful what y'all saying to people, and do more research because, like I say, they only need fear to control you, to fully control you. So that vax is not just, it's nothing. I believe it's nothing. All that monkeypox, all that disease, all that stuff is no, it's not. It's all based on made that motherfucking shit to create that shit just for people immune systems. Why they made that V thing in the first place, all that vaccine shit. They made this shit for people to think that they, you know what I'm saying? Like basically, like once they get this shit, okay, they get this shit because they running scared already, y'all. They running in fear, survival mode. Remember now. So y'all gotta understand that people is still based on that lower level self. They in that survival mode. So you gotta already be living in survival mode, and if you just all in fear and always in fear and fear and fear, but the only reason why you can be in fear so much right now and these times and going on this planet, on this world, because of them. You know what I'm saying? Because the other side, you know what I mean, what I'm saying by that. And because of us in a way it's because of us too. Because we trying to help them wake up. We trying to tell them, oh, this ain't real. Oh, that's a lie. Y'all, that's programmed, which is all right that we talking about. But sometimes the stuff that we talking about is true. I mean, it's lies too now because it go deeper because we talking about when we talking about the vaccine, it's like the vaccine only to make people think that something far as like once they get it, it's other people projecting them to like, oh, you got the vaccine? Oh no. Okay, I can't be around you. You not you this or you that or you that or you this. Oh no, you gonna do this or you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff that we putting onto these people emotions. Y'all not understanding. Y'all not seeing a bigger picture of what's really going on. It's really us. It's not really us, but it's them who doing it, who got them in that lower state of survival mode. Y'all know, because we woke up from this shit before. You know, we woke up. We woke now. Our third eye open. So we know that this shit is powerful. This shit, you know what I'm saying? We woke up to the truth. The truth eye, the eye of truth, to see through all illusion and fears and fates and all the programming, all the lies and all that shit. So what's going on is we saying this and that, like them all they wrongs and that and right they wrongs, saying that, oh, you got the vaccine, oh no, you this or you that. It's like we putting all this fear in their mind, and all they doing is thinking about this. The more people tell them this, the more people say this to them and say this all this stuff to them. This is the cause of dis-ease because of people, you know, they basically reversing it on us, y'all. Do y'all see this? It's basically a reversal thing, like by us projecting, like, because I gotta think about it now. We are reflections of each other now. But what y'all not seeing what's going on in the conscious community, people who are woke or not, whatever it is. Understand that we gotta stop doing that. because we gotta be more mindful of what's really going on now. And I'm serious, y'all. Y'all gotta be more mindful of what's really going on and how they really playing this game, because they basically just playing this game because since people don't woke up, it's like, okay, we shifting, we growing, and we removing from a lot of people in our lives, and we maturing and growing and letting a lot of shit go, a lot of stuff, people go, places go, things, and a lot of shit go. It's like as we shift and awakening our journey, you know what I'm saying? Other people shifting too because of they like, oh, this, and not people, a lot of people who got the V thing, who vax or whatever, got the vaccine, they shifting because of us in a way too. Because at the same time, it's like by we shifting, we moving forward. They shifting and they trying to move forward. They running in fear survival mode, and it's like, okay, and basically like verse like the good versus evil, the awakened versus the unawakened. You know what I'm saying? The vax versus unvax. So it's making the whole people who against, you know what I'm saying, awakened people and the people who against people who not vaccinated, the people who not awoken, people who, you know what I'm saying, it's basically like a whole shift of people. That's how the world gonna be shifting like that, man. It's like, and it's like it's based on them that's got them in the fear, got them in fear state. People who run in the world, y'all know the devils who run the world, and it's like us kind of promoting this fear onto them, and in a way, not all the time, and not just doing it, not, but we're not conscious of it because what we doing. That's the reversal psychology of what they are doing to make us project this fear onto people to make them even cause of them losing themselves. You know what I'm saying? And put them in a state of guilt and shame, y'all. Put them in a state of guilt and shame by us doing that, by us telling them, oh, you got the vaccine, you got the this. That's put them in the guilt and shame state and fear state, because now that they shamed of getting it, they shamed of getting it and fear of getting it, because they not, it's so many people and too many people coming to them and telling them about the vaccine by them getting it and making them get in the guilt state, in the shame state, in the fear state, survival mode state. It's like now once you get in that state even more, even though people already in that lower level self and survival mode, it's like once you there again and basically like to shake them up, to get them more, it's like they being shooken up to be more in fear. It's like they being more in fear now than what they was living on survival mode. It's like and it's all because of them and because of us too, because we not aware of what we doing in a way that we be trying to tell them that, which is a lot of people not doing this. A lot of people are. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that type of shit, but I see what a lot of people are doing, talking about the vaccine, people getting vaccinated and and telling people about their flaws and about them getting the vaccine. No, y'all gotta stop doing it, because this is the cause of them the dis-ease in them and changing and helping them take over other people's minds and souls, because we putting by us telling them that they got the vaccine is putting them in guilt, shame, and fear and survival mode, because now they scared and they shame of getting the vaccine, they shame of getting the vaccinated and all that. You know what I'm saying? Now it got people running because they got too many. You gotta think about it on a deeper level. We got too many people telling people about the vaccine, y'all. Got like telling people about them getting it. And now all it's doing, when they hear it too much and hear it all the time and coming across people talking about people who got the vaccine all the time. They hear people people being talked about who got the vaccine all the time. Listen, people, that is what's making people lose their mind, lose their soul, lose themselves, because we saying this stuff to them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of lifting them up in their high emotions and getting them out of that higher, out of that lower survival mode, letting them know that they're gonna be all right. It's just all a fear base. It's an illusion of fear. They need your fear, and that's basically what it is, y'all. And that's basically like y'all gotta understand deeply, man, deeply when you think about this, because it's conscious community. Evolve now. Understand what y'all doing, what we are doing, when we doing that to people. When we talk about people who vaccinated and making them feel shame or guilt, anything about themselves by getting the vaccine. We are the ones that's talking about them. Oh, you vaccinated? You got this? You got? Oh no, no. Oh, I can't be around you because you vaccinated, or this and that, whatever the case may be. And now you're like, oh, boy, you got the vaccinated boy in 5 years, or something gonna happen to you, or you gonna turn to a robot in 5 years, or you gonna not be yourself in 5 years, or they gonna take control over you in 5 years. It's all about control. It's all about fear. It's all about, yes, it is all about control and fear, but they can't control you if they don't have your fear. They can't control you if they don't have no fear. If you not take control of yourself, your own reality, step out of them comfort zones, step out of your fear-based survival mode, step out of that, man. Everybody, live happy, live in love, joy, peace, harmony. Man, listen, live in your higher emotions, man, happiness, man, joy, man, peace, man. Don't stop doing this to these people. Stop doing that, y'all, because this is what's going on. We are a part of helping them lose themselves, y'all. That is the psychology of what they doing to the conscious community, and to the people who speaking up, and to the people who don't want to speak out, and the people who don't want to say nothing to no one, to nobody. And all it's doing is making people feel guilt and shame of them not knowing knowledge, them not knowing what we know, the truth. And it's like, it's kind of in a way of making them scared about certain stuff and certain knowledge, you know. So understand that when we doing this, and especially about the vaccine, when we do that about the vaccine, when we tell them about the vaccine, talking about the vaccine so much, and people who got it, okay, because the vaccine ain't no, it's nothing. Because if it was that serious like that, then white people are dying from the vaccine, like. Because you would think, if they want to get people vaccinated and they trying to take control of somebody, they will only need fear to be in control, and they need fear. Like, they need so much fear to take over you completely. So in order for them to take over you completely, they need your fear. They need all that fear, but you ain't gotta give them that fear. You feel what I'm saying? Your power. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't gotta give them that. You ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all, conscious community, think about it. We are helping them when we talk about people who vaccinated, like, oh, by people getting, you gotta stop doing that, people. We're supposed to be helping them, freeing their minds, not getting them, not helping them lose themselves. No. You see you see what's going on? Is y'all understanding what I mean? What I'm saying and what's going on? That's just what's going on. That is the cause of dis-ease. That's fear gonna be the cause of the monkeypox or the measles, all that disease and all that sickness. People gonna be dying from being scared of knowledge and scared of wisdom and scared of, you know what I'm saying? What we talk about, what we say about the vaccine, and we talking about that shit heavily, and now, and more people. The more people talk about the vaccine, about people getting it and having it, it's like the more people is running in fear, survival mode, scared because they got it, scared because guilt and shame, feeling guilt and shame because they got it, because now they're scared and they more on living on survival mode. They're getting more scared, they getting more guilty, more shameful, they get more feared and them saying within themselves, and they are losing themselves because people are telling them and talking about people who vaccinated all the time and saying this and that about people who got it, and that is the cause of us bringing more fear and guilt and helping them lose themselves to, you know what I'm saying? That's what's going on, y'all. Psychology is a motherfucker. Knowledge is powerful. But understand what we're doing. We got to stop doing that, because that is the cause. Powerful message, y'all. This is the message. This is information, man. Share my video. Share my shit. And stop doing that shit, man. Y'all gotta understand what's going on. We gotta stop telling people who vaccinated and telling them that the ones who are vaccinated, we gotta stop telling the people who got the jab, making them feel guilty and shaming themselves, because all they doing is getting more living on survival mode when they already living on that on the survival mode. You feel what I'm saying? All we doing is shaking them up. You know what I'm saying? To be more on survival mode, more on guilt and fear and shame and guilt for this and guilt and they losing themselves because of us people talking about this vaccine by people who got it. That's the cause of this ease. You feel what I'm saying? So understand that when you understand that deeply, the psychology of what they're doing, and see, and you see between the lines of what people who are woke and speaking their truth and talk about, it's like we so woke and speaking our truth, and you know what I'm saying? We talking about this, talking about that, and not actually understanding the real facts is in our face because we are reflections of each other. And all it's doing is reflecting on to people's survival mode and low emotions, making them be more in fear and be more guilty and shame for getting vaccinated and all that stuff. That is putting people in more survival mode, more at fear, more at guilt and shame. That is helping them lose themselves. And that's what we are doing when we do that, y'all. We got to stop doing that because that's helping them lose their minds, not freeing them, not helping them free their minds. We helping them lose their minds. No, we're not trying to do that, y'all. So stop talking about people who vaccinated and stop telling them how they got the vaccinate, they got the jab and all that stuff. They got the jab and shit. They got this, they got that, and this gonna happen to them. We gotta stop projecting, you know what I'm saying, all that fear into people to making them feel guilt and shame. Cause that's the reason why they end up losing themselves, y'all. That's the reason why they'll end up losing themselves because of us helping the elites, their agenda. In a way, that's how we doing. We doing that, y'all. So be mindful and be aware of what of that info and that knowledge and this message of what's going on to see the bigger picture because the vaccine only was for to fuck with people's immune system. That's nothing. We so powerful. That's why we break all that shit down. We shit it out. Anything that's unnatural, anything that's you know what I'm saying, organic. We shit that shit out. We either gonna shit it out, piss it out, or throw up. Right? Our DNA changing now, y'all. So this is powerful because I believe that this is science now. I believe that if you are vaccinated and you are awoken, right? Hmm. I feel like that shit won't even work because at the same time, we got shit 12 strains of DNA and our DNA upgrade, our body changes, our everything, our structures change, everything in us change when we awaken it. All these changes that's going on within us though, y'all. All they doing is trying to change them because they not doing their shadow work. They not knowing shadow work because they not awoken to do this. We are. So we gotta stop doing that. Like, oh, you got this, you got the vaccine, you got we gotta stop that we gotta stop doing that, putting that fear on people and making them fear. That's making them fear them, making themselves fear because of what people are saying to them. So that's getting people in a state of guilt and shame. Oh, I got it, and that's how they losing their mind, losing the control of themselves. And the more they do that, the more they lose themselves. Hey man, y'all gotta understand, man. I love y'all. Love and light to all. Powerful message, man. I'm back with more knowledge. I'm back with more info. Divine insight, divine God. KT, y'all look out, man. Y'all share my live. I mean, y'all share my videos. Y'all share my knowledge, man, and get this message out truly, because the vaccine is based on, like I say, people ain't nothing gonna happen and no damn monkeypox that's talking about coming out in 5 years from now. That ain't coming out. Cause if it does, that only because people out here saying, oh, people got the vaccine and that's putting them in a fear, and that's gonna be the cause of the monkeypox. Because we put the people in fear and guilt and shame of them getting the vaccine. We gotta stop doing that, y'all. That's what's going on. And that's just what's happening. And that's going to be the cause of disease and monkeypox in 5 years or however that may be. That can be the cause of that because of what the elites doing to them already. Got them in a low survival mode and fear mode already. And what we are doing, helping them stay in survival mode, fear mode, guilt, shame of this and shame of that, getting vaccine and getting that. And all we doing is the more that people keep hearing this stuff about themselves, about people saying that they got the vaccine and stuff, the more people losing themselves and going crazy and like getting themselves sick because they believing in what's going on, like what's happening, like far as like people, you know what I'm saying, controlling them, but it's based on fear first in order to control. So we gotta stop putting that fear onto people. You get what I'm saying? That's that's real shit. This was an insight. This was a download that came to me yesterday, and I was doing major shadow work, and it just I don't know. It just came to me on some crazy stuff, man. Because at the same time, when you think about stuff deeply, like we are a science, man. Like we are science. Even if the ones who people who are vaccinated and they are woken in a way, like not saying I'm vaccinated, not saying, you know what I'm saying, no shit like that. He said, hell nah, I don't. But I'm just saying though, not not saying it like that, but I'm just saying like if people who are vaccinated and they are woken, that shit won't work on people because our DNA changed that shit. And we got fire, water, air, earth, all this in our body. We are science. All that shit changes in our DNA, our blood, our DEA. Not DNA, but DEA. But it changes our blood chemistry. It changes our mind, our brain chemistry, our cells. You know what I'm saying? The psychology, the philosophy, the technology of ourselves, the spirituality of ourselves, and the old dark emotions, the past, the fears, the guilt, the shame, the you know what I'm saying? Confusion, all that. You know what I'm saying? The confusion, the control. You know what I'm saying? Our dark side, our flaws. We have to embrace all that with our light energy. You know what I'm saying? See, people who are not awoken, they are attacking people who are not awoken because they can't heal themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not awoken to clear themselves. You know what I'm saying? What they can, they just not awoken. We not helping them heal themselves. We helping people. We helping the elites put them in a more survival mode, more fear, more guilt and shame of getting the vaccine. That's what's going on. It's like we helping them when we talk about people who vaccinated. When we talk about people who got the vaccine, we gotta stop doing it. It's like we helping people project more fear onto people and more guilt and shame. Now people run around with their head off and running crazy, running themselves crazy, and and got them in a more fear state and more survival state, more shame and feeling guilt and losing their mind. They going crazy because of this, y'all. It's not because of no vaccine doing something to people. No, it's not. It's us talking about the vaccine and telling them about this and about that and got them in that putting the people in a state of mind. The more they keep hearing it, the more people keep talking about it, the more people keep saying that they got this, they got that, and nah, they shouldn't have did this, they shouldn't have did that, they shouldn't have got the vaccine, they shouldn't have got that shit. All we doing, it's like we put more fear into them, more survival state, more shame, more guilt of themselves until they losing themselves. And that's the cause of them losing themselves to the elites and what they doing, their agenda to do for us to do that woken community. Powerful message, man. I love y'all, man. Love and light, man. Share my live, share my message, man. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep being more mindful and be careful of what y'all doing and what's going on, the real war. Cause all it is a this against that, vax against unvax, awoken against the unawoken. You know what I'm saying? Good versus the evil, us against our enemies. You know what I'm saying? That's just what's going on. There's nothing powerful than that. It's nothing other than that, I meant to say, but it's deep. But at the same time, it's not that deep what's going on. And that's why they trying to start this monkeypox, throwing that shit out. Oh, because who in the first place saying something about monkeypox? Why do we even know about that shit about monkeypox? Because they put it out in a way, right, to more fear, like the Ukraine thing, the war. It's still an illusion, y'all. Still a fear, and all they doing is fucking with the people who already living in survival mode. understand that deeply, y'all. They are attacking them and us too, but they are attacking them because they can't heal them shadows. They shadow side. They can't they can, but they are not. They're not aware of this stuff that yet. You know what I'm saying? And they afraid of this knowledge. So if they running with their head cut off, man. Y'all, hey man, love and light, man. Y'all peace, man. Peace, reflection. Love you all. Be careful, be mindful of what you're saying to people, what you're doing to people, and what you're projecting on people and what you are doing. And putting people in a state of fear and more shame, more guilt on themselves because of that reason. And that's the cause of fear and more fear to is this ease until the more they stay in that place 5 years from now, yeah, they're gonna have monkeypox if they keep running in fear like that. That's the cause of control and fear, but they only need your fear to control. Love y'all, man.